Nachi free.
Liar, liar, Hillary's pantsuits are on fire. There's a great video making the rounds on YouTube which shows Hillary lying for 13 minutes straight. And for anyone who can't get enough of Hillary lying like a rug, there's another video with 1 hour and 10 minutes of her lying her pantsuits off. I've linked both of them down below. Now, a lot of people like to focus on some of her more famous flip-flops, like her stance on gay marriage, or when she had to duck and run for cover from sniper fire, when in reality she was shaking hands with a little girl on a tarmac. Or of course her interview with Diane Sawyer, where she said that she and Bill were dead broke after they left the White House. But let's face it, those lies and flip-flopping on issues like gay marriage, they're not going to make or break our nation. Okay? However, who our politicians choose to accept donations from and how those donations influence policies that affect our income taxes and economic security, not to mention our national security, those issues can make or break our nation. Yet who has the time to follow all these lies? For anyone who doesn't have the time for the 13-minute video, let alone the 70-minute one, here are some of the highlights from both that I think are worth paying attention to.
They want to rig the economy so they continue to get richer and richer. They could care less about income inequality. They solve their consciences by giving big money to philanthropy and, getting great pictures of them standing in front of whatever charity they donated to.
A New York Times expose on the Clinton Foundation details moral and fiscal chaos, shameless fundraising, and calls it mired in conflicts of interest. Run by old Clinton friends, it has been grossly mismanaged and, despite enormous donations, ran multi-million-dollar deficits.
A third of the money that went into the campaigns was never disclosed. You have no idea. It could be a foreign government. It could be a criminal cartel. It could be a drug cartel. You don't know. This is cancerous. This is so pernicious and corrupting of our political system.
Saudi Arabia has financed terrorists, has an abysmal women's rights record, and punishes homosexuality by death. And yet, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is one of the largest supporters of the Clinton Foundation.
Your husband received $800,000 for 4 speaking engagements, ostensibly in support of the trade deal, or by a group that supports the trade deal. You've given your own money to your campaign. Is that a conflict of interest?
And how many angels dance on the head of a pin? I have really nothing to. How do you answer that?
The Foundation's support from foreign interests hoping to influence U.S. policy is of grave concern. Foreign donations to the Foundation increased by 70% when Hillary Clinton ran for president in 2008.
You made 3 speeches for Goldman Sachs. You were paid $675,000 for 3 speeches. Was that a mistake? I mean, was that a bad error in judgment?
Look, I made speeches to lots of groups. I told them what I thought. I answered questions.
Did you have to be paid $675,000?
Well, I don't know. That's what they offered. So, I represented Wall Street as a senator from New York, and I went to Wall Street in December of 2007, before the big crash that we had, and I basically said, cut it out. Quit foreclosing on homes. Quit engaging in these kinds of speculative behaviors. Now, who's exactly to blame for the housing crisis? I think there's plenty of blame to go around. Home buyers who paid extra fees to avoid documenting their income should have known they were getting in over their heads. We can never let the American taxpayer and middle-class families ever have to bail out the kind of speculative behavior that we saw. But we also have to worry about some of the other players. AIG, a big insurance company, Lehman Brothers, an investment bank. There's this whole area called shadow banking. That's where the experts tell me the next potential problem could come from.
And if that's not enough, there's another video I've linked down below for anyone who wants to review Clinton's past scandals such as Travelgate, Whitewatergate, Cattlegate, Filegate, Chinagate, Pardongate, and everything short of Watergate itself. By the way, I'm not a Donald Trump supporter. I'm just concerned about the grim options that we're facing in this 2016 election year between a vulgar billionaire bully and a clearly corrupt career politician. I know it's a tough choice, but hopefully this video can help shed some light on whatever's left of our democratic process.
I have tried in every way I know how, literally from my years as a young lawyer all the way through my time as Secretary of State, to level with the American people.
You talk about leveling with the American people. Have you always told the truth?
I've always tried to.
Thanks for watching. Homegrown